Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge. This is Sky High, episode number 27, boys and girls. Yes, I got all my Lakers shit up right now, all my Lakers paraphernalia, and it's more than appropriate. We're going to be playing the Miami Heat in about an hour or so here, and of course the review will be up after the game is over, but another game that we got to review, technically speaking, is Thursday Night Football, which happened last night. The LA Chargers took on the Oakland Raiders, the soon-to-be Las Vegas Raiders, in Oakland. And I gotta tell you, your boy took a two-team parlay, Oakland at plus 1.5, and on the over at 48.5. Game ends in the favor of the Oakland Raiders, 26-24. And really, there's two main things that stand out to me in this game. Three, if you really want to stretch this shit out. That third thing being Derek Carr, looking fantastic. Yeah, might have gotten an INT in there, but you know what? He let the team through in the big moment in the closing stages, so kudos to the guy. He's looked so great. I mean, this past season, he's looked so great. And of course, John Gruden's behind him, all the way, helping him out. So, credit to Derek Carr and John Gruden. We'll just put that in a little bubble there. Honorable mention. But for the Oakland Raiders, you got to be excited about Josh Jacobs. This kid is unbelievable. I mean, to get the clutch touchdown in the fourth quarter with about a minute or so left to come back from 24-20 down. 26-24, of course. Carlson misses the extra point, and Phillip Rivers in the fourth quarter is charging down the field. But the story for him all game, and this is a huge factor. This is a huge takeaway of this game, was that he didn't look great. 2 interceptions in the first quarter, back-to-back drives, and he could have had a damn near third in that first half. It was unbelievable. He could have 3 or 4 or 5 on the day. That's how bad he looked. And to punctuate that point, dying seconds of the fourth quarter, with an opportunity to get a field goal and win this game outright. Remember, 24-26, basic arithmetics. Plus 3 to 24. That's 27. 27 is more than 26. Quick maths. But Phillip Rivers throws another INT. That's crazy. Not crazy that he did it. Crazy how just straight to the fucking defender he threw it. Like, it was crazy how direct it was. And I'm looking at that and thinking, oh my God, is Phillip Rivers dying too? Like, is he done? He certainly looked like it. It's a shame. Because this guy's a fucking legend. Granted, in the postseason record, he's awful. And, there's all these things you could say about the Chargers organization, but dude's had a pretty historic career. He has. It's unfortunate that this is kind of the end. More or less. This is kind of the end. And when you see the end, you don't really want it to end, but when the signs are there, the signs are there. So for the Chargers, you see a inevitable end in the Phillip Rivers era. And for the Oakland Raiders, where you see an end in Oakland, in your tenure there in California, you see a fan base just saying goodbye with a lot of love, with a lot of passion. And I can tell you right now, once they move into Vegas, it's going to be intense. It's going to be crazier. And if the Raiders can somehow make it to the playoffs this season, holy shit. The value for that Vegas Raiders team is going to be unbelievable. And Jesus Christ, dude. Can you imagine a playoff, like a home playoff game here in Las Vegas with Raiders fans? Holy shit, it's gonna be fucking rowdy. You can say goodbye to your life. Is that fucked up? Yeah, I know. But hey, I'm kind of just saying that off of, I don't know, history and fucking laid out evidence from the past. Respect to you Raiders fans, but, you know, it's always the assholes that ruin it for everybody. The 1% of assholes who do the shittiest things. And now you're generalizing glommed on with them, right? Kind of like the shittiness of the Washington Redskins. Now, this current administration, I have a lot of issues with. Obviously, the Trent Williams thing is huge. You know, lying to him and you know, telling him flat out, hey man, you got cancer, but can you downplay that shit so we don't have to fucking, you know, pay out or do our due diligence. And today, you know, more news trickles out about Trent Williams, but the fact of the matter in this situation is the Redskins are, at this point, a piece of shit organization that have fucked their player. And right now, Williams being placed on the reserve non-football injury list will forego him $6 million. This is the kind of organization the Redskins are. A team that, by all accounts, is probably resting on their laurels of the past and hoping, praying to God or whatever bullshit they believe in, that they can get back to the old ways. But the reality is such that piss poor asset management, employee relations can fuck your organization. And you're seeing that from the Washington Redskins. And they're going to be dead. You already see Dwayne Haskins' career just kind of petering out right in front of your eyes, playing for those goddamn Redskins. And it's a shame. It's a shame when the organization fails the players. But it's also a shame when the players fail the organization and the institution, right? This is kind of the funny thing about life. There's no fucking black and white. It's a bunch of goddamn gray areas, but we got to take into perspective and context. That's right, boys and girls. Perspective and context. Here's Antonio Brown. One day this motherfucker says, I don't want to play for the goddamn NFL. The next day he wants to say, I want to go suck off the NFL and play for Tom Brady. I regret everything and I'm a little bitch. Sorry, kids. Is that too much of a realistic take on Antonio Brown? Ridiculous. That dude is a fucking cancer, and I seriously cannot believe that people consider him for a job out there. Like, oh my fucking God. I love my Seattle Seahawks, but when the actual talks and murmurs happened of, oh hey, Russell Wilson pushed for Antonio Brown. The Seahawks were doing their due diligence to see if they could sign Antonio Brown. Me, in my quote-unquote common sense thought, no, hell fucking no. I don't want no goddamn Antonio Brown, that piece of shit human being who, Lord forbid, he's a great football player, but off the field, he is a fucking basket case. CTE. Bullshit. Shut the fuck up. That's a fucking excuse. This guy just seems like an absolute piece of shit. Unbelievable levels of arrogance and just self-inflating bullshit. I'm not about that, man. I look at that guy and think, do you really want to put him in our locker room and cause just cancer to manifest itself all over within the next 2 months? If that? Shit, the fucking Patriots could barely hold on to him. Because old AB takes the goddamn chapters and pages out of Ben Roethlisberger. Pittsburgh fans are going to get their panties in a bunch. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger's not... He's a rapist. Jesus, I'm going off the salty end today. I am going off the salty end today. Because sometimes, to get your fucking point across, you gotta come off with a bit of salt. You do. Hence why I want to talk about the Warriors for just a quick second. Now, the Golden State Warriors are in a very precarious situation. Draymond Green injured. Steph Curry injured with the hand injury, and we all assumed this shouldn't be a long wait. This shouldn't be too long of a time period where we wait for Steph to come back. No, Steph could potentially be out for the season. New reports and murmurs suggests, based on all the NBA reporting guys, the Mark Steins of the world, the Adrian Wojnarowskis of the world, all but confirming that, Steph is going to be out for the year. This is where I say I feel horrible for the talent. Steph Curry is one of those guys where, I may not like the team he plays for, because we'll get back to that whole argument in a bit here, but I respect the cat. I do. This guy is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Unbelievable in terms of what he's done for the game. His talent is unreal. When he's on, he's on. You could get, 10 foot beyond the perimeter and he'll still make that fucking three. That's how good he is. It's scary how good he is. But he's out. He's out for the season, potentially. And what I see is all the silence from the Golden State Warriors fan base. Why is that? I'm curious. Why is that, Golden State Warriors fans? Why is it that now, suddenly, when the Warriors aren't so great anymore, you're quiet? You have no words. Because most of you weren't fucking fans to begin with. Sorry, kids. I don't know what to tell you. I'm that dickhead who's always chest bashing myself I'm a Lakers fan. 16, historical. Yeah, I'm that idiot, but guess what? I stick by it. I stick to my word. I've been a Lakers fan since 1998. I have never switched allegiances. I'm a Lakers diehard. Kobe Bryant is basically my basketball god and idol. You think I'm going to have any sympathy towards your fucking bandwagoning fans? No. Hell fucking no. On behalf of Lakers fans everywhere, to see the demise of the Golden State Warriors is a beautiful thing. I hate other California teams. Truly. Truly, I do. And to see a crumbling of a dynasty within a short span of 6 years is nothing short of beautiful. KD is gonna be a fucking ring of honor in our team. Dude's a snake. He'd spit at that shit. He'd be like, I'm not gonna be a fucking Ring of Honor gang. I'm gonna make my own stuff. He got that little whiny asshole. Congratulations. Isn't that nice? Now, maybe this is just the salty Lakers fan in me. And I told you, I prefaced this shit. I'm gonna be salty as fuck all day long! Because I doubted my Lakers. I did. Coming into the season, I thought, if we get 42 wins, I'm happy. I was feeling 6th seed, 4th seed, maybe. Probably lose in the second round or the Western Conference Final, or Lord forbid we get to the World Championship, the NBA Finals, and we lose. That's been my prediction for the Lakers each and every step of the way. I feel like they're gonna lose in the playoffs, but right now, the birth of this new season has brought on some hilarious shit. And yeah, the Golden State Warriors facing hard times makes me happy. Because your fans are somewhere and nowhere to be found. And now you're going to tank. It's going to be an expensive tank because you're paying Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, all that money to just sit there and be attendants. Yeah, attendees. Jesus Christ. Just really think about that for a second. How much money is lined up between those three players? How much money they've spent making Chase, arena, all that shit. They've expected all this fun stuff to happen, but the basketball gods know. When you fuck with the universal dynamics, you're going to get paid, son. And not in the good way. The Lakers have to pay for it. Kobe's career goes down with an injury and never fucking recovers, and the Lakers have been shit for damn near a decade. This is such a way of life. As a basketball fan, we all know this. This is the fucking cycle. This is the goddamn cycle we go through. Okay. And sometimes the basketball gods rewards us with some semblance of happiness. That's championship. The Lakers have 16 championship, boys and girls. So feels good to say that. It feels good to be optimistic about the Lakers. It feels good. It feels good to get rewarded for all those years of shittiness. Something really good. And speaking of boys and girls, I want to give a quick shout out to Stephen A. Smith. The man has been re-upped. New contract with ESPN. $8 million a year for 5 years to be part of ESPN. And congratulations to Stephen A. Smith. You know what? Man is getting paid more than a fucking hockey player. More than, really think about this. Stephen A. Smith is getting paid more than an average hockey player, an NHL player. And you know what? I say, hell, you pay him that money. Because relatively speaking, ESPN is so weak in terms of decent perspective. And now there are times where Stephen A. Smith says some things I don't necessarily agree with. He says a lot of dumb shit sometimes. Stephen A. Smith also race baits a lot of times, which I don't agree with at all. But guess what? This guy is entertaining. This guy is charismatic. This guy is passionate. And god damn it, he is a grinder. You see the work he's done through the decades. And you just see a man with such tenacity, such focus to elevate himself and the culture of journalism. I think, as much as I don't agree with it, he's led way to a lot of people like him with that skill set of, formulating stories and having good relations with athletes, using all that to a national platform and to broadcast that in a colorful way. Man, he's paved way for a lot of people. And granted, yeah, some of those people aren't that great, but Stephen A. Smith is a goddamn pioneer. And goddamn it, the man deserves his money. So kudos to Stephen A. Smith. It's been good times, man. It's been good times. Here in Las Vegas, boys and girls. Here in sunny Las Vegas, which is kind of getting cold right now. It's been good. The NFL, as we talk about a lot on this channel now, because the season is in full gear and I love it. I gamble a lot on the NFL. It's week to week. I do a little 2-team, 3-team parlays, watch all the games, do pick'ems. Right now, in the casino that is hosting this event, I think I'm top 13 overall in the pick'ems, which is weak. I get frustrated at that shit. But you know what? The fun of sports gambling is something that I never knew I would take in, nor even grab interest of a long time ago. But something about sports gambling is just so fun. And you know what? I know people who always, wants to be the fucking prude of social sciences, so to speak. Want to say bullshit like, oh, gambling's terrible, it's addictive. Oh, weed is terrible, it's gonna fuck you up. Oh, drinking's bad. Sex is bad. No Nut November is bad. Fuck you, man. The fuck? But you know why? As long as you do shit in moderation, you're good. Granted, I smoke weed a lot. I do. I recognize that. I do, man. But the reality is, like, I like it. Like, you're not going to do shit about it. Like, the only one who can control that shit is you. And as long as you recognize that there is a problem, and you're willing to do steps to circumvent that shit, you're good. Like weed. I'll fucking go ahead and have like a 2-day cleanse, maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. And that kind of helps me sort myself out. And we get back on it again, which is so weird. It's like a sociopathic way of explaining addiction, but there you go. That's addiction, boys and girls. That's science. When did we turn into education course? I don't know. I'm an old man. I like to fucking tell people what's up. Like, back in my day, Kobe Bryant was a great player. And he was accused of rape, but he wasn't a rapist. It's shit like that, boys and girls. The inappropriateness of my generation is now considered non-PC. Saying shit like, oh man, being a debaucherous motherfucker's alright. Just don't kill yourself. It's somehow a bad thing to say. Get the fuck out of here, dude. The nature of sports gambling is such that if you're a barbarian and you just want to make the numbers, have fun. Because to me, sports gambling isn't just about making money or winning money. It's not. To me, it's about learning the intricacies of the sport, understanding what the numbers mean. And through those numbers, looking at the specific team's perspective and context, and it makes you appreciate the respective sports more. And it makes you go out there and do some possible research. I'm speaking for myself, at least here. I love sports gambling. I do. I absolutely love it. And living here in Las Vegas, I am spoiled because I can drive 5 minutes out from my house, and in each and every fucking direction, I can hit up a casino and hit up a sports gambling book, sports book, make my sports gambling picks for the week. Or hell, if I want to do like a $5 bet each day, I could do that shit. Like, I literally can every fucking day if I wanted to. But the thing is, it's all about moderation. It's all about understanding yourself. It's all about making sure that you're keeping an open mind and you're still trying to learn things. That's how you should be focused on your outlook in life. I mean, that's the old man in me talking maybe, but that's how I treat sports gambling. So I look at different sources throughout the week. There are times, of course, I just charge in bullheaded my style. I look at the numbers personally because I look at it as a challenge. Whenever I make these like little 2-team parlays, it's for me to test myself to see if I'm knowledgeable enough. But there are weeks and times where, of course, I'm going to consult other sources out there. Bet the Board podcast with Todd Furman, excellent fucking bet analyst guy. Clay Travis, Outkick the Coverage, Outkick the Show, any of his stuff. That's why I love the guy, bought his book, Locked It In. That's another fucking great show on Fox FS1. They talk about sports gambling picks throughout the week. They go all sport. Cousin Sal's fucking amazing. He has his own podcast too. And, like I said, I'll go ahead and research books. I'll go to separate bookies and look at the numbers. And, of course, sportsbookreview.com. That's another one. In terms of gaming, that shit's fun. Like, I respect the people who play slots, who play card games and shit, but I don't really have thrill and fun in that. For me, gaming is all about looking at the numbers, looking at the possibilities, and making just hard decisions that it's gonna fuck you over if you fuck up, but it's fun. It's fun. And speaking of boys and girls, I finally finished playing, well, relatively speaking, finished playing the Outer Worlds, the main quest, and most of the side quests along with it. And I gotta tell you, man, I love this game. I do. And without revealing any spoilers, I just hated how the ending felt like. It felt hollow once I finished up. And yeah, as much as I love this game, like, I'm gonna probably replay it within a next month or so. Probably give it a few resting cycles before I go back on this game again. But yeah, the ending kind of just fucked me up. I was like, all right. Not too crazy about that, but okay. I haven't played a good game in a long time, but this was a great game. Got me hooked, got me addicted, and the great thing about the Outer Worlds was the idea of questing in majority of RPGs comes down to what you're going to get rewarded for, yada, yada, yada. But when you read the dialogue and get involved in the story, like, you feel rewarded. You feel like genuinely rewarded in this game. At least that's what I felt like when you helped finishing a quest that, you know, figured out the politics of a certain region in a certain, you know, territory in a colony in space. Which, I know, I just said a lot there, but that's the kind of game this is. And it's fucking great, man. And, you know, playing this game just reminded me, like, should I get back on Twitch or not? And I am genuinely debating if I should get back on Twitch. Funny enough, my brother, H.I.G.H, started his Twitch channel. And, you know, my brother just, great guy. Just had a kid. Plays COD mostly, I think. But he has a very fun channel at H.I.G.H on Twitch if you guys want to follow that. But, you know, when I see other creators, you know, content creators, content producers out there, anywhere, like, it doesn't matter if it's Twitch, it doesn't matter if it's, like, video games like I'm playing or YouTube and shit, like, creators make me want to create. Creators make me want to do more shit. So that's why the whole idea after playing the Outer Worlds, I was like, maybe I should, you know, start back up on Twitch. Like, the thought came up. Maybe I'll probably do that on second run on the Outer Worlds. Probably next month. I would say probably December, late November. I'll think about, you know, Twitch streaming the Outer Worlds, you know, Sky High style, smoking it up, doing it, whatever. But if you guys are on Twitch, if you can, follow my brother Chai at Chai60. Fantastic dude. Funny guy. Funny dude. And so, man, I'm in a good fucking funk right now, you know? Lakers are gonna be playing basketball, which is crazy! Like, I'm actually excited about Lakers basketball now. It's been a long time. But damn it, we deserve it. And you know what, boys and girls? I'll go ahead and end it there with that little weird squeak that I had in my voice. But, boys and girls, follow me at the SkyLounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Now, fuck off.